Here's a typewriter. Cool. God, where the fuck is my period? I was expecting it since the 3rd of May. Still haven't gotten it yet. Good Lord. Maybe that's what the birth control does.
Mrs. Goff, I know you're having trouble adjusting, but to create a situation like this and then blame it on an innocent baby.
But I was totally asleep.
You're not going to tell me the truth. There's nothing to talk about. I want you to go to the kitchen and get to bed.
Believe me. It sounds pretty weird.
So you think I did it too?
Get real. A baby can't do all those things. It's impossible.
I saw her.
Maybe you were sleepwalking or
Wants to
something.
know how we're dealing with this situation. I'll call Tina. See if she can babysit.
No, Nicholas can babysit.
You're not gonna leave me alone with that thing, are you?
That's exactly what we're doing. I trust you, Nicholas. I know I can count on you.
Thanks for coming over.
No big deal. But you should have called me before you called the doctor. Help, doctor! My baby sister's from another planet.
I have to do something. You don't know what she's capable of.
Sure, Nick. Whatever you say.
I can hear you, Grace. You good?
amazing. Fantastic.
Like, what the fuck? So, alright. That is all that's on my mind, so I'm going to shut up with my bad talking. Because saying, what if, only raised up the anxiety level and everything. Thank you. And, if it's not worth getting work over, then don't even think about it, you know? God, Lord. Okay, so I gotta bring this up with my therapist on Wednesday. That's you. That's it! Cut it! Michael!
She's always doing this to me.
He's lying.
Michael, what are you doing with that? I want that cleaned up, and you too.
I got you good. Almost as good as at your party.
See what the conversation would have led to.
Watching Criminal Minds right now.
If somebody else acts that way and everything, I will say exactly that. I'm tired of people pulling a 180 on me. They're my best friend and then they act like that. Fucking bitch. That's why I'm so mad at her. I have every right to be. She has a right to be beaten up to a bloody pulp.
My sister, Suzanne, and I have been together for 10 years, and she's never gonna date your dad. We are getting
Oh, she must have been being a hoe for 10 years. Behind your back.
Yeah. Oh.
trying to pull, but you can stop texting or calling if this is the shit you're gonna
I'll get you for this, Todd. You'll be sorry.
Ooh, I'm so scared.
Ew! You're as slimy as those worms you torture.
Oh man, when she let out that squeal, I thought my ears were gonna pop. Worms are the best thing to use if you want to gross someone out. I mean, you should have heard Regina the time I put a handful of night crawlers into the bathtub. You could hear her squeal all the way across town. Sandwich, what do you got?
When I need to plug it in, I plug it in where my phone is right now. Okay. Where it says in and output 30W max. I go right there. And, you know, and I was watching The Wedding Singer yesterday.
Oh, I got this.
Oh yeah, I like the weddings. Yeah.
That's what's in the background.
This
Mm-hmm.
Venture. I think that says Venture. And it has A, which I thought it would hold, and I could plug it in that way, and a C. And you can put the other in there, like simple, like.
When Frank Hartnett's 73-year-old mother, Sally, suffered a cardiac arrest during a flight to Florida, the only hope for her survival was in the hands of the people who happened to be on board.
I have your attention,
Amazing.
please. If there is a doctor, nurse, or paramedic on board, will you please contact your flight attendant? Thank you.
This guy came out of nowhere,
I'm a doctor.
and if he didn't come from heaven, nobody did.
I'm getting no response here. I can't find a pulse.
Excuse me.
Dr. Tom Candell, an internist, happened to be on the flight.
She was pale and clammy. She was not breathing on her own, and she had no pulse. This passenger was clinically dead.
We told the captain that he had to land the airplane.
But the plane was 30 minutes from the nearest...
10 minutes, for the first time, I thought I had a pulse.
I saw cars and told Sherry there's 2 cars coming. She thought I only said 1.
Oh my God, I hit her!
I heard this voice yelling, "My God, call an ambulance." And I thought, oh my gosh, something's happened to Sherry.
In the area of 830 on road, a pedestrian struck Broad Street of Fairview Fruit Road and Forest Church Road, 17009.
I saw Sherry probably about 50 feet from where the car was.
Sherry? Sherry?
The firemen had already been inside the burning building for 8 minutes.
We proceeded around to 2 locked doors. We picked one. Of course, it was the wrong one. It was empty. It was an empty apartment. We went to the next door, and that's where we made forcible entry. Got in. I heard the guy howling in there.
Raymond Sita had almost given up hope.
Such a decision to make when you're on the 10th floor and you're hanging for your life, and you know the flames are coming in. What are you going to do? Either way, you're going to die. What am I going to do? Am I going to burn, or am I going to jump, or try to see if I can get to the ladder?
I said, if I knew we were going to die, I wouldn't be here.
And I looked at him and I thought he was dead. I remember thinking, what am I going to do without him? I don't know what to do. Then we got to an intersection where there were several cars in front of me and the light was red. So finally I figured this was it. I mean, if he was going to die or we were going to die.
Hospital. There was no traffic lights, no other things to impede our progress at that point, so we just continued in and they followed us right in. In front of the emergency room. She said, my husband's been stung by bees. I don't think he's breathing. Reached in, I shook him. I said, sir, are you all right? He was ice cold to the touch, very diaphoretic. Didn't appear to be breathing at all.
Now, Bill, why don't you have a seat there?
Okay.
About 20% of the population, if we tested them, would show some degree of allergy to the bee stings. However, only a very small percentage of those would go on and have a severe reaction such as Bill did. If they start to develop an allergic reaction, which involves the entire skin getting flushed, which involves itchiness, especially if they develop tightness in the throat or breathing difficulties, or if they feel dizzy, they should seek emergency medical care immediately because the reaction can progress very quickly.
I think in a lot of ways this pulled us closer together. There are times when I just stop and I look at him and I think that, you know, I could be all by myself now. You might not be here. And a lot of times I try and keep that in mind.
I feel extremely fortunate and lucky.
911, please, paramedical.
She was talking so quickly and yelling that I could hardly understand anything she said.
Okay, are you alone? Yes. What's the address there? I don't know. Okay, hold on. I
was in a situation where she didn't know where she was. So we immediately began a trace, which normally takes approximately 8 minutes. In 8 minutes, we're talking the difference between life and death.
No one really cares. But peel back the sarcasm and you will find a man full of resentment. A guy who once had ambition to be a respected artist, a musician, a someone. Instead, he's stuck at a dead-end job, paid in pennies, surrounded by people he can't stand, and worst of all, he suffers from it. He blames SpongeBob and everyone else for it. But is any of that true? There has to be a big reason why Squidward never leaves, never risks, never climbs out of the life he hates. And this is what makes the question so interesting. In the episode The Original Fry Cook, we see this even more clearly. When Jim, the legendary former fry cook, comes back, not because Jim is back, but because Jim actually left. Jim made it out. Jim became something. And Squidward stayed behind, still stuck behind that cash register. That moment isn't about jealousy. It's about regret. The kind that eats at you year after
73.
The story about meeting Mona is credible. It does link
G,
up to Grandpa's
58.
Carnival in an interesting way, though, which, as we're about to find out,
61.
might be a big turning point in the Grandpa Simpson story.
63. G, 51. 68. G, 50. N, 36. Round over.
Abe and Mona's engagement was a happy one. He used to go dancing, and Abe even got a tattoo of her name over his heart. He found out he fathered a
God, this eye is still bugging me. Hi, everybody. I feel like there's a big glob of goo. You know, like this drunken big glob ball. Like a glob ball, you know? Like a rock of goo. Mucus. I just stepped out of the shower. Just 30 seconds ago around there. So I already told Mom my goodnight and not to scare us and hold and kiss and hug the kitty. Alrighty. So I'm gonna go to bed now. Try to get this freaking glob of goo because I don't want it to dry up in there. Because if it's gonna get dry in there, then I'll have eye irritation all day tomorrow. I can just sense it. So, yeah. I'm gonna play Bowling Crew now, and I don't think I have today, but I'll play Bowling Crew. I already played Bingo Blitz early. So yeah. You're down to 35%, okay. So, I was eating that Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal that tastes like, strawberries. I liked it. I go, I'm hungry. It's like It was like 7 o'clock. I'm hungry. I better eat something. Because knowing me, I won't be able to sleep if I'm hungry. And then I'd be dreaming about eating pizza, smashed potatoes, barbecue pork ribs, spaghetti, and God knows what. Sorry if I'm making you hungry, but those are the kinds I dream about. I'm like, I'm not in a restaurant. It's like a school cafeteria thing, sort of. And I'm like saying, oh, I wonder what's in this line. Ooh, wait, I wonder what is in this line. Ooh. So weird. I told you I have weird dreams. And that other dream on Saturday, it was like really, really freaking screwed up. Really screwed up. Okay. So, I dreamt, I don't know if I was me or if I was somebody else. That's the kind of thing. My dreams are really weird sometimes. It's like I'm watching a movie. So, either me or someone else was kidnapped. Or I think I was kidnapped, or I think they were kidnapped. But then, I have to go to the bathroom, and I noticed I had, like, a flip phone. I'm like, oh, what if she finds out that I'm calling 911? You know, I have to get out of here. I felt like I'm in a very dangerous situation. I wanted to get home, or they wanted to get home real bad, you know, and they're like, what if they find out I have a flip phone? What if it makes noises after I turn it on, you know, like beep beep, or 911 calls me back, or, you know. I'm like, I better not. And then I go to the bathroom, and then walking back out of the doorway, there she was, and something else happened. I can't remember what, or something like a brother of someone's. And she goes, you thought it was a act. It wasn't an act. Come and join our team. I was going to joke with him and say, yeah, sure. I want to join your team. Sure. Just to get her to like me. And I was thinking, fuck no. I want to go home. And when I woke up finally out of the blue, I'm like, thank God I'm home. Now I gotta pee. And I went to the bathroom and pee. But yeah, I gotta clean out my ears because one of my ears were itching me really bad as I went to the cafe to grab my omelet earlier. Man, it was itching. Whew. Betcha I have so much wax in this ear, I don't know. It comes out easier after I shower because it's wet in there already, you know? Good Lord, it was itching me like a mother effer. This ear isn't all that bad. But yeah, maybe I'll just put eye drops in my eyes and call it good and take my pills now. So, I'm gonna finish drying off and take my pills and brush my teeth. Alrighty. haven't took my pills yet. No, I did not brush my teeth. I've been trying level of Bubble Witch Saga 2 for a few minutes. And it's a toughy one, so I'm going to show it to you. If I win it, I win it. If I don't, I don't. So, okay.
But it is important. It's like she had to be gone before she turned 4. Madeline was a little Taurus who was born on May 12th, and she disappeared just before she turned 4. The date is important to me because it references something. I'm not sure what it is yet. Now, as I started to focus on Madeline's energy, I do what I normally do, which for me, I start my day out running, and I will go for miles on end to free my mind so that the correct information without my personal bias can be put into my head, or I can pick up on it. And for no particular reason, this was a couple of weeks ago, I was focused on Madeline. And what came through to me...
Certainty starts here with the original equipment parts from GM Genuine Parts and AC Delco that continuously evolve to meet the needs of today's advanced vehicles. Something that she perceived herself as. It's not necessarily what her family was doing to her. And I will stress that because I feel like this is coming internally from her. All right. So she was kind of picking on herself. She stubbornly picked on herself as if that were the thing to do, or she would do it just because, for whatever reason. But when I'm seeing Elisa, and I'm seeing her for 5-6 months before she comes to Los Angeles, she is busy chatting online. She is on the computer like a lot of kids do. She is communicating, she's talking on the phone, but not around her family. She had a secretive side. So to me, when a young person doesn't chat around their family, this is kind of a love interest thing. All right, unless they're planning a bank robbery, and I don't think she was planning a bank robbery. So I feel like it was kind of a love interest thing. It was piquing her idea, and I feel like she very much wanted to come to Los Angeles to open up the sexual side of herself, or the romantic side of herself. That's how she feels to me. So she wanted to be seen as, my God, okay? In the midst of you ignoring them and rejecting them and abandoning them in their opinion, they will fucking torture you. Like, they will torture you with emotional head games and silences and manipulations and hiding in the closet and crying and trying to hurt themselves and cutting. She is showing me she was a cutter, by the way. I've never heard that about her, but when I say cutting, she's acknowledging this. She had so many idiosyncrasies that were set into motion. She felt responsible for her father's death. The mother, okay, this is going to sound weird. The mother, here's what I'm getting. The father brokered the deal for her to go out and be an actress, for them to even look at her. They should have been looking at her. Her talent was outstanding. However, they would have never known her unless the father brokered the deal. No matter how outstanding she was, they have a quid pro quo, pay for play kind of thing. That's Hollywood. That was that way back then. Anyway.
Mm.
Mm.